But sis, I'm hungry. What do I eat? Right? That's the next question that comes. When you finally decide that the crap that you've been putting in your body is not food, it's not fuel for your highest goals and your best self. So now you're wondering, what do I eat? You know what to eat. But I'll give you this, it is a little tricky out there, even with fruits and vegetables, which is probably the first thing that comes to your mind, right? And some people even meats that comes to their mind. But I won't speak on meats. I'll just speak on fruits, vegetable, nuts, seeds, sprouts, even legumes. If you want to do something steamed or you want to do something cooked in a plant-based nature, right? So you know that those are most likely holding nutrients that your eyes need, that your organs love, and that's palatable, like fruits. Sweet, yummy, juicy, hydrating. So you get it. But there are some little caveats, right? Because now they are not like supposedly it was in the olden days, where it was like full of soil, seeds grown in soil that was full of vitamin B12 and all these great micronutrients that support your health and support a great, healthy human body. Now, some of them are sprayed to all hell, right? Some of them are genetically modified. We're not sure if they're good for us, what they're modifying in our bodies. So it gets a little trickier. But I would just say the quick answer is USDA certified organic, okay? Or grow your own from heirloom seeds if you are blessed enough to have heirloom seeds and things that you actually know the origin, that is not full of all of these different type of bug sprays and these hormone disrupting chemicals that are placed in these plant-based foods, okay? So you just want to do your best to simplify. And there's definitely a mind component to food and to health as well. I talk about that on my other channel, and you can go on that channel and understand how you could be more powerful in yourself, and that will cover your food. I will just simplify it here and say, it's the equivalent of saying grace over your food, okay? When you say good things to your food about your food, you can change the molecules, the chemicals of it, okay? Now, I'm not saying buy your favorite chemical-laden triangle ultra-processed snack and bless that and now I'm healthy, Technically, yes. But if you've been listening to everything they've been saying about you and even doctors have been saying about the food, sometimes it's not that simple. You'll still have the paradigm play out physically for you in your body in the form of a disease of such, something like that, something very uncomfortable for you physically. So you can change the food, and by blessing the food, again, we're getting into some esoteric stuff, but there are other things at play sometimes, not all the time. If it works for you, it works for you. It's great. But sometimes you have deeper beliefs and you have deeper things going on with these foods. Sometimes these foods, you have to break the chains of relying on it. It's like leaving a relationship. You can hold on to the guy that you remember hurt you and you can work through it, right? Or you can get a divorce. It's nuanced as that. Like, if you can manifest whatever you want to manifest, why don't you just manifest a faithful husband or something like that? You can, but not everybody wants to do that. And honestly, it's not everybody's path to do that. So the best you can work on is forgiveness and just letting them go on their path. So this is what I'm suggesting with this channel still. If I change my mind, I will just completely cut this channel off, to be completely honest. And I will just go fully with how you change yourself, you change your mind, and then how you changing yourself and your mind changes your foods. So hopefully you don't feel like this is a side rant. It's really not. It applies. Okay? But in the physical, being basic about this whole thing, you don't want your foods, your stuff, your physical stuff to walk you like a dog. You're the owner. You're the master. So let's not get into little addictive speak where we're trying to hold on to something that we deem the devil. Okay? Now, do your thing, work it out where you know it's not the devil, but sometimes it's easier just to cut out the devil. So I'm speaking about that. When you know something, your whole body is saying this is not healthy, but somehow you desire it. That's majorly problematic. And psychically also, that goes into your body. Now, I'm not one of those that suggest that even eating meat goes into your body psychically, okay? Some people do, as far as the pain of what the animals might have felt, perhaps. In my personality in particular, I don't have any such struggles with that. I used to, but then again, I don't eat the meat, right? So I could, and it will all come up for me again. So here's the thing. Is it worth it for you? This is what you have to ask yourself. Is it worth it for you to hold on to these weird, glowing orange flavored triangle snacks? Is this meant to be in your life? Do you have to reprogram how it enters your body? Forgive it and reprogram it as if it was a freshly new organic apple that touched no chemicals, okay? Okay? So, is it worth it to you to hold on to this physical thing? Or would it be better for you, not just spiritually, physically, and easier, not stressing you out, to just let it go? Let it out of your diet and choose a different diet. This is what must be understood about you. And this is the part that I'm speaking to. So just close the door on these things and open the door to so-called real food, whatever that is for you, whatever it seems like it is for you. And I'm only speaking to specific people that know, that had the programming, that ultra-processed food is not good for them. But there is an addictive grip, an addictive hold that they are seeking to get out of. It makes them feel crazy. It makes them emotionally unstable when they're separated from this stuff. And it's revealed when it's in a fast. It's revealed when they're in a stressful situation and they reach for it like a drug, like a blankie, a binky when you're a baby, and you know this about yourself. So it's not about being perfect with food. It's about what is the background program. What is the background messages that you are sending yourself by holding on doggedly to these physical things? Because I could care less if I eat a slab of an ass of a cow or a long stalk of celery every day. If either one of those foods supported my highest self and my journey in this earth space, time, space, experience. If it is highly serving of me, is something to learn there for me, okay, then I support it. I support what my God self tells me to do. But this is specifically a line for people that have been called, know inwardly that they are not on the right physical path. And they really, really, really believe that plant-based, and they have a preference for plant-based, clean, whole foods, not overly decadent, multiple ingredients and indigestion, producing dishes, but food as maintenance, as sustenance, and as nutrients, which is to nurture your highest self to do whatever mission you have in this fleshly space, okay? Even if your mission is just pure joy and whatever the opposite of inflammatory lifestyle is, okay? Even if it's just that. So it's not for people to go back and forth on whether carnivore is better or whatever the case is. We all have different religions, and I think most of us understand by now diets can become religions in a very bad way, with right and wrong. But here's the deal. Here's what I recognized. As a person, I'm always going to have preferences. I'm always going to have an idea of past experiences or whatever that tells me it's not best for me to eat a cow's ass. Okay? Been there, don't want to do it going forward. Don't really have to explain it to you. The same for you. You don't have to explain why that's not what you want to do. Oh, well, my brother eats a cow's ass and they just chars it just so and put some Worcestershire sauce and great. Oh, it's mussels too. Wonderful. Not my path at the moment. If I change my mind, I promise you I'll be honest about it and I will tell you that's the case. I will just end this channel completely and you will not see me, and there will be another head basically representing plants. Okay? That's not what I feel. That's not what I believe. I don't care. So if you're a carnivore and you have something to say, get a platform, say it, build a bridge, get over it onto another channel, get off of this one. This is specifically for people that feel plant focused, figuring out a life of oneness. I hate this word for some reason because it comes across religious, but a compassionate form of living because it matters, to them inwardly. For whatever reason, this is the phase of life called the plant-based phase of life. And you want to understand how to eat, how to live, because it's not just about what you eat. That was the main question in the beginning. What should I eat? It's how do you want to live? So it's a question, and I'm asking you to ask yourself a question back. But the question is work and meditation and clarity for you. And once you figure it out, you won't have to keep figuring out over and over and over again. You're just going to solidify it within yourself that once you decide that you are worthy to choose what you want to put in your body and how you see the world and what you want to manifest in this world through your particular personality, and decide that that's enough, then you can move forward and you'll have your own type of diet, And I'm just here to say that whatever diet you choose, don't ignore the cues of another self trying to come through urgently, trying to suggest to you that this is the next step. This is for the people that the plants are knocking on your door. They're in front of you. Your friend told you about it. Your mama told you about it. You saw a commercial about it. You saw a study about it. It's so many signs pointing in that direction. And again, I'm here to be another sign that points you in a direction and says, you can do it. So do it and don't look back. Don't turn the stone. Don't look back. When you feel the need to look back at your old diet, your old omnivore, mediocre self that you don't respect and doesn't get any type of great health gains, I say use that energy and look to your vision. Who do you want to be? How great do you feel eating plants? Visualize it, imagine it, dream about it, and you'll see, before you know it, you'll be exactly who you are meant to be, a highly optimal health plant-based eater, and maybe even raw. See ya.